Hello friends, today on The Landing Point, when the talent fails you. He was the Golden Boy. In 1980, scouts from every major league team descended on the high school in San Diego to see him. And what they saw was perfection. He was 6'4", chiseled, fast. He could run a 60-yard dash in 6.5 seconds. He was like a cannon. He could hit the ball a country mile. The scouts called him the next Joe DiMaggio. They said he was a god. But baseball wasn't his only option. He was also a star quarterback. Stanford University, the factory of quarterbacks, wanted him desperately. They offered him a full scholarship. He would replace a guy named John Elway. The young man was torn. Stanford education or the bright lights of the big leagues. The New York Mets made that decision for him. They drafted him in the first round. They offered him $125,000, a fortune in 1980. So he signed. He packed his bags, he left the books behind, and he failed spectacularly. The god of the scouts couldn't hit the curveball. He didn't just struggle, he crumbled. He would smash the bat in the dugouts. He would obsess over every strikeout. The mental game destroyed him. He spent 10 years bouncing between the minors and majors, a reserve outfielder with a career batting average of .219. Meanwhile, the guy the Mets drafted after him, a guy named Darryl Strawberry, became a legend. By age 27, the Golden Boy was done. Washed up, a bust. He asked for a job as a scout. He wanted to find players. But he sat in those dusty bleachers, watching young kids just like he used to be. He realized something. The scouts were wrong. They were looking for tools. They were looking for the perfect body. They were looking for the sound the ball made off the bat. They were looking for him. And he knew he was a mistake. So he decided to look for something else. He stopped looking at the bodies. He started looking at the numbers. He ignored the scouts, who said players were too fat, or they threw funny, or had an ugly girlfriend. He looked for the one thing that actually won games. He looked for the guy who could simply get on base. He took a small market team with no money, the Oakland A's, and filled it with cast-offs and rejects, the broken toys that other teams didn't want. And he won. He won 103 games. He set a league record with a 20-game winning streak. He revolutionized the entire sport of baseball. He challenged the way that every team, every sport evaluates talent. The player who was the biggest failure of the old system became the father of a new one. The man who couldn't play the game changed the game forever. You know him as Billy Beane. And whether you realize it or not, this is The Landing Point. Thank you for listening to our story today. We have new stories coming out every single weekday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Roadrunner Real Estate. They are a full-service residential real estate company helping people buy and sell their real estate. They are also a full commercial real estate company, so they help people buy and sell and also lease their commercial real estate. So please help us by supporting those that make sure this program can go on. If you haven't done so already, it is a pretty big deal if you could go out and follow our YouTube page. Like the story if you like it. If you have comments, please put some comments in the comment section. If you also haven't done so, we have a Facebook page, so please go out there and follow that so you can get the latest updates. And for those of you that are out driving, we have a podcast so you can listen to the stories on the road. So thank you for listening. We'll catch you on the next story.